Good. Dr. Stephen Akintayo here, Africa's most influential investment coach. How are you today? Hope you're good. My day was amazing. It was just a good day. I was really grateful about today. I'll later be sharing with you guys in the course of the week some of the good things God did for me today. It was really open door day. Okay? Let me say this. The proof that God has blessed you is that He will surround you with quality relationship. I want everybody to type it. The proof that God has favored you is that God will surround you with some quality relationship. And you yourself will know that this is God. This is quality. I've shared this many times, right? OQP. Only quality people. Your life can be better than the quality of people around you, right? The more quality the people around you, the better your life. So as you're joining me, tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. I'd like you to share this video as many times as you can. Just hit the share button, share. I've already started sharing right now on all the groups that I belong to. I'm telling people, hey, come join Dr. Stephen, right? Come learn. Salute, Oga, DK, how are you? So tell me your name and the city you're joining us from. Let me see those who are on this call. Tonight is going to be great. Tonight is going to be great. We're going to be having some fantastic conversation. How do you get, 1,000%, in fact, over 1,000% on your mini estate in less than 5 years? And I'm going to be sharing with you practical things I've had to do, that has helped me to be where I am today. Practical things that I had to do. And you just have to understand, you see, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? Look for people who have done it and just follow the blueprint. I often share this, and I've shared this many places, many times. Success leaves clue, right? You want to make it, look for those who've done it and follow their blueprint. Linda from South Africa, how are you, Linda? Yinka from Miami, Yinka, how are you? Tony from Plato, Jos. Sai from Monrovia, Liberia, how are you, my man? Stanley from Lagos. Adiola from Jos. Ikone from New Delhi. Okay, Chinedu from California. How's California today? Abuja is here. Who else is here? Come on. Your name and your city. Your name and your city. Your name and your city. Adeboye from Lagos. Edward from WA. Where's WA? Where's WA? Rebecca from Anambra. Alhaji Akambi from Shagamu. Eshego. Duke from Yaoundé, Cameroon. I need to visit Cameroon. Udo Akrasi from Saudi Arabia. How are you, Udo? Good to see you. Ibrahim Muhammad, where are you joining us from? Amos from Ogbomoso. Ndubisi from China. Wow, China is here. Bob from Nairobi, Kenya. How's Kenya today? How's Kenya? I was in Kenya December last year. I enjoyed. Kenya is beautiful. I love Kenya. Chris, is here from Abuja. We have Kwame from UAE, Uloma from Qatar, Neros from River State. Nice to meet all of you guys, okay? Thank you for joining us. Remember to share this video at least 10 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Get everybody in here. What I teach is rare, and I'm supposed to be charging for it. And if I've decided to make it free and teach it, you better share. make it go all viral so that it's worth it, and I'm encouraged to keep teaching it. So, are you guys ready for me? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for today's class, type I'm ready, I'm ready. How to make over 1000% return on investment from your mini estate. Okay, number one, if you're ready, number one, buy when it is bush with a good master plan. So make sure you buy your land, your mini estate land, when it is still a bush, but has a good master plan. Okay, that's the time to buy. I've seen a lot of people waiting, and in fact, we have a rule in real estate: waiting is wasting. You don't wait to buy land; you buy land and wait. And whenever you wait, you're wasting away. Some of the smartest property opportunities were people who bought land early. They bought it when it was bush. They bought it when nobody put their eye on it. But they've looked at the map. They saw that this place has a master plan, or this place has a potential for a great master plan in future. So I'm going to share a story of a Jewish man, and the same thing happened here in UAE. So a Jewish man in Lagos, Nigeria, did a project for the Lagos state government. He helped to dredge and sandfill a good portion of Ikoyi, and Lagos state government were able to do mass housing there. And at the end of the day, they were reluctant, they were struggling to pay him back his money after he had done all the dredging. And guess what happened? The gentleman reached back to Lagos state government and said, if you guys are struggling to pay me back my full money, why not give me land, okay, as a replacement for the money you're owing me? And then the government said, oh, no problem, if it's land you want, please, after Lekki, just pick a location. And then the man went into the bush. In fact, the land was marshy, and the man said, I want this. But he took so large, even to the lagoon. And the government official that came said, we thought they said Jewish people are very intelligent people. This man literally took us to the bush and wants us to give him bush. In fact, they told him, if you want more than this location you've measured, we'll give you. Okay? Immediately they cancelled, they signed that they've given him land in place of the money they are owing him. Can anybody guess this location that I'm talking to you about? They forgot that the man could dredge. They forgot that the man had some filling equipment and was able to dredge. They forgot all that. Who can guess where that place is in Lagos? It's one of the most expensive, one of the best estates in the whole of Lagos State today. In fact, it's better planned than Lekki Phase 1, better planned than Lekki Phase 2. Yes, the location. Because a man was smart to go pick the bush, but he saw the layout, he saw the location, he saw the express road. He knew no matter what happened, this is still going to be a good land. Okay? The place is called Victoria Garden City today in Lagos. It's called VGC. One of the most well-planned. In fact, it's now better than the other areas that he left because he had a good dredge. In fact, no matter the intensity of the rain, the drainage in this particular estate is second to none. Perfect drainage structure. Okay? When it rains in less than an hour, all the water is gone. Okay? Very smart move. Guess who did that again in Dubai? Same model. Somebody did it here in Dubai. Okay? A gentleman, who is the chairman of Shoba. How many of you know Shoba in Dubai? Right? How many of you know Shoba here in Dubai? If you know Shoba, type I know Shoba. Shoba is one of the best development companies here in Dubai. One of the best, actually. Okay? Shoba, founder, is known to be the maker of the palace. He designs palace. In most of the GCC countries, he's been able to build palaces. He's very good in crafting and designing beautiful buildings. So he's done it for Oman, he's done it for several Middle East countries. So they brought him to Dubai and he did some project for them here in Dubai as well. And again, same model, right? Some of his payments were dragging and he said, hey, you don't bother. Okay, you government, you don't need to bother pay me all this money. Okay, let's strike a deal. Give me land, right? A replacement for the rest of my money. So, I mean, then downtown Dubai was the key area that was being developed. Then Sheikh Zayed Road. So they gave him a particular area. Okay, not far from now known as Meydan Mall. In fact, this particular area, later on, the government eventually is now putting what you call the largest mall in the world that is currently going to be bigger than the current Dubai Mall. That is now the new location. They are also putting the tallest building in the world that will be taller than the Burj Khalifa where I'm doing this video from. So, if in the future, right, into the future, this particular land they gave him, which was bush at the time they gave him, has now become the center of the city of Dubai into the future. Now hear this, and I want everybody to type this. The city of today was the bush of yesterday. Everybody type it. The city of today was bush of yesterday. Everybody come on, type it. The city of today was bush of yesterday. So never look at a land and say, oh, you know, this bush. Oh, I can't use this land. Oh, I can't buy this land. It's too far. No, the city of today was bush of yesterday. In fact, let me tell you this. The city of today will soon become the suburb of tomorrow if it's not well maintained. Right? The current city of today will soon become the suburb of tomorrow if it's not well maintained. Let me give you a practical example. How many of you know New York? Okay, if you know New York, type I know New York. New York City. There's only one place that doubles his name. New York, New York. Okay? New York City in the US. Okay? When you talk about New York, downtown New York, the city of New York, right? 100 years ago. Okay? Where was it? Queens. Queens. Today, if you're talking about the city of New York, what do we call? Manhattan. Okay? The Queens today, the Queens that used to be the city, the main city of New York, Queens, today, okay, is no longer recognized. In fact, when you say you live in Queens, in New York, we say maybe, we even say you live in the outskirts of New York. Okay? Meanwhile, Queens was like the main New York. Today, Manhattan is where everybody's talking about when it comes to New York. When you see you're in downtown New York, you're talking about Manhattan. City center of New York, you're talking about Manhattan. But over 100 years ago, Manhattan was just a marshy land. Okay? Waterlogged. People were running away. There were smaller houses there. Okay? It was too expensive. It was like a port area. It was just an area for your property to land and move goods and all that. Marshy. But that same place today is the center. So if you must own a mini estate, and if you must get the best return on investment when it comes to mini estate, you have to buy the bush today. You have to see what others are not seeing. You have to look into the future and say, hey, I see something here. A lot of times I go with my lawyer to some properties and he will say, Dr. Steven, I don't think we should buy this land. I'm not sure there's anything tangible here. And I will say, no, I see something. I see what this place can become. For you to be a successful real estate developer, you must be a visioneer. Everybody type that. For you to become a successful real estate developer, you must be a visioneer. Everybody type it. You must see into the future. You must see what others are not seeing. Okay? It's a deeper dimension. Real estate business is for seers. So people can see what others are not seeing. They just can see into the future. And if you can't, you won't. If you're always going to look into now, and I've said this many times, why many people can't build wealth, particularly in the real estate sector, is because number one, they can't see into the future. Number two, they can't be patient for the return on investment to come for them. Are you getting value, guys? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value. Remember, engage me. I said all of you should type. For you to be a good real estate developer, you must see into the future. Many of you are not typing it. Engage me. Share this video as many times as possible on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Hit the share button. Engage me here. When I say comment, comment. When I say type, type. When I say, are you ready? Come on. The more you engage me, the more excited I am, the more nuggets I'm able to share. So share this video at least 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Get everybody in to come and learn. So are you ready for number 2? If you're ready for number 2, type I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for number 2, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 2, buy many lands. Okay, number 2, buy many land, because they don't sell them anymore. They don't sell them anymore. They don't manufacture them anymore, rather. They sell them, but they don't manufacture them anymore. So number 2, buy many land, because they don't manufacture them anymore. Let me repeat myself again. Buy many land, because they don't manufacture them anymore. Everybody type it. Number 3. Number 2, rather. Is that number 2? Yeah, number 2 point. Buy many land, because they don't manufacture them anymore. There's never going to be any form of manufacturing of land, right? Yes, they can dredge like Dubai is doing now, where Dubai is doing islands, right? They're dredging into the what do you call it? Is it Indian Ocean or Gulf, right? And dredging and creating more islands, but land itself will never. There's no more land being manufactured. So you better buy as many. So if you can buy 1 acre, buy. If you can buy 10 acre, buy. If you can buy 20 acre, buy. Spread the payments. You don't need to always look at, oh, I must pay all the money at once. You can spread the payment. Just be sure you don't default. Because if you default, it's an opportunity for whoever sold it to you to take the land back. So make sure you don't default, right? The rules are the rules. But buy as many as you can. Because let me tell you one of your biggest regrets when it comes to land, that you didn't buy enough. There's a particular place we have an estate. My biggest regret was, now again, when I was buying the property, the land was too much. I paid over 200 million for the land. Right? So my mind was just all over the fact that I was paying. This was many years ago. My mind was just all over the fact that, oh, we're paying over 200 million for this land. I never saw that the land was small. Honestly, I didn't. And I wish I did. I really wish I did. Because if I did, as at that time, I could have gotten more land. I think they told us they had up to, was it 40 acres or something? Now, as soon as I got into the land and I started fencing it, right, guess what happened? My presence made more people to buy the remaining portion of the land. My presence. My own fencing work, my own project started making a lot more people to buy the remaining portion of the land. So by the time I will realize that I didn't buy enough, okay, all the land in that area was gone. So don't make my mistake. Buy as many as you can. Land don't wait for you. Right? It doesn't wait. They don't manufacture land anymore. So if you look at the numbers, you are sure this is a good location. You're sure there's something tangible here. You've contacted your mentors. You guys have done analysis with your mentor that this is a good land to buy or whatever it is. And make sure whoever is your mentor has result. Don't buy. Many of you have mentors who are poorer than you are. Right? How many of you agree that many of us do that? Be honest. Don't lie. How many of you have had mentors that are poorer than you? Mentors that did not have enough results in the area you're asking them to mentor you. You right? I've seen women, right? And it wasn't intentional. Go get marriage advice from a divorcee. With due respect to anybody that is divorced, life happens. Some of us realize we made a mistake in terms of the spouse we marry, right? But even if it was me, if I'm divorced, I'm not going to tell you I want to give you an advice for your marriage when you're going through crisis. I'm probably going to tell you, I'm sorry, I'm not in the best position to give you that advice. But I've seen people going through marriage crisis, and the person they go ask to advise them is somebody whose marriage has crashed. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So many of us find ourselves, come on, be honest. Some of you are quiet now, you're not saying the truth. Many of you, your best advisors, your best friends, the people you go and meet and say, hey, I want to do investment, they don't have any tangible investment. When you want to buy land, the people you go and meet, oh, I want to buy land in Nigeria, they themselves are scared of buying land. And what advice do you think they will give you? You will now start a pity party. Hello, you see, have you heard of this company in Nigeria? I want to buy land from them. Like, why? Like, are you trying to show off or something? The person you're talking to is not into that business. And this is one of the reasons how many people have lost money. So please and please, buy more land and buy as many as you can. Okay, as many as you can. And do not take advice from those who don't buy land. Do not take advice from those who don't have land. Do not take advice from those. Let me give you a typical example. Now, if you want to go and start your business, you want to start your business for whatever reason, you want to resign your job. How many of you agree with me that many of you go and meet your colleagues who are also employees to be asking advice on whether to go and start a new business? What do you expect them to tell you? What do you expect them to tell you? Don't dare it. Right? Don't try it. Now, it's not as if people who are entrepreneurs too won't tell you that. But they will tell you what you need to get ready before you can venture into entrepreneurship. Right? But the employee people will not even help you at all. They will just tell you, don't dare to. Look who tried it the other day. He lost everything he had. This other guy, they will just give you all the bad news, and you find yourself dropping the idea of going to start your own business. So the rule is, anytime you're seeking a mentor, anytime you're seeking an advice, always go to people who have results in the area you are seeking to make progress. Right? I have somebody that came to Dubai, and we took him around to see some of the properties here. I will never forget it. Right? After the staff of the developer had finished, he asked me one powerful question I knew was a wise man. He said, your own company, tell me the areas you have gotten the best return on investment. I said, I said, this is a wise man. Now, people don't always ask those questions. I've taken several people they don't ask the right questions. They don't ask those questions. They don't. Right? They don't ask those questions. In fact, they are so moved by the agent that works for the developer that is telling them XYZ. They are moved by it. They are going. Meanwhile, somebody is also a developer who took you there. You didn't ask the person. I said, sir, the ones you have done, you brought me to these people. Tell me where you got the best returns. And it's not my job to tell you, except you demand for it, except you ask for it. It's not my job to tell you. Right? Because I'm not you. You are the one dropping the money. You're the one that want to do the investment. So a lot of times when people reach out to me, I say, what's your budget? When they say that, I say, what location do you prefer? And someone will tell me, oh, Dr. Steven, you see, I'm looking at Ikoyi. I want Ikoyi. When I come to Dubai, I say, you know, Dr. Steven, I'm looking at downtown Dubai. Downtown Dubai may not be the best location that gives you the best return on investment. Right? I've seen some people reach out to me. I say, they want to buy property in the UK, in London. And I say, so where do you want? I say, I want Central London. East London is giving you more returns than Central London. Right? People will reach out to me in the US. Where do you want? Say, I'm looking at, New York. And I'm smiling. Like, you should have asked the right question. Dr. Steven, what location from your experience? You are the developer. You are an investor. Even though now you are helping us to also invest. Where does the best return come from? Ask the right question. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning, I'm learning. Remember to share this video as many times as you can. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media. Share, share, share. Just hit the share button and keep sharing, right, across all platforms. Very powerful move you must make, ladies and gentlemen. Very powerful move you must make. Always ask people who are better than you. Let me give you a secret. Surround yourself with people who are better than you and put your ego in check. Everybody write it. Everybody. If you are watching me right now, type this right now and never forget this quote. Surround yourself with people who are better than you and always put your ego in check. Let me repeat it again. Surround yourself with people who are better than you and always put your ego in check. Everybody type it right now. Everybody. I want everyone here to type it. Surround yourself with people who are better than you and always put your ego in check. What has shocked me the most is that majority of human beings I've met always surround themselves with low quality people, with people who are worse than them, just so that their own ego can be massaged. So that when they move, those people are say, hey, Oga, you are the boss. You are better than everybody. Oh, Odogu. And it's because their own ego is messed up. They have low self-esteem. So they must always move around people who are lesser than them, so that they look better than the rest of the people. Right? So they look better. If I heard of a story of somebody who insisted that the staff must always be on low heel while she was on high heel. You know why? She insisted she must be taller than everybody in the office. I mean, people go through so much low self-esteem. And these are even African leaders sabotage themselves. They surround themselves with mediocres. They surround themselves with praise singers. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't praise you. You need people to praise you. You need people to say good things about you. It's important that people say good things about you. Very important. But never build a relationship, right, where everybody around you is not better. And then they can sing your praise and hype you and say, hey, Odogu. Don't do that. That's foolishness of the highest order. Surround yourself with people who are better than you and put your ego in check. So buy as many land as you can, get a good mentor, and you plan it together with your mentor. No matter how much your mentor is charging, get one. Are you ready for number 3? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, this thing shouldn't be free, honestly. What I'm teaching you shouldn't be free. It shouldn't be free, guys. It shouldn't be free. Number 3, please share this video as many times as you can. Share across all platforms. Just be sharing. Again, this is one of the ways to get smart people around you. So keep hitting the share button. Share, share, share across all social media handle, okay? Number 3, hold the land for as long as you can and only sell half when you are ready to sell. Let me say this again. Hold the land, the mini estate, the land you've bought for your mini estate. Hold it for as long as you can, and when you decide to sell it, only sell half of it. And I've seen people do this. Oh, Dr. Steve, I want to sell my land. Oh, I want to pay for my masters. And I'm like, even after you're done with your masters, it doesn't guarantee you get a job. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Sell a land for masters. Are you not aware that nobody becomes rich by educational qualification anymore? Right? Are you not aware? I'm not against going to school. I'm still in school. As I speak to you, I'm still on a real estate course with Harvard University. As I speak to you. So I'm not against education. Right? But masters have, like, Nothing wrong with that. But your goal is to be rich. And then now you're after masters. And you want to now sell what has the capacity of making you rich. You are selling it just to pay for masters. Like, are you all right? That's a foolish decision. Right? There's nothing wrong going for masters because, hey, you are in a career path, you want more promotion in your workplace, that's okay. But not for you to sell a land to pay for masters. That doesn't make any sense. You already have your first degree. You are looking for how to become rich. Go learn it. Go learn it from those who have done it. Because your professors in school are not going to teach you how to become rich. If they can, they will have been richer. Listen to me, they will own the university. How many of you have noticed that professors don't own universities? If you notice, type I notice. Let me repeat myself again. How many of you have noticed that professors are hardly founders of universities? Hardly owners of universities. Yes, they are the ones that award the degrees, they are the ones that give all the certificates, but they themselves hardly ever get the opportunity of being able to even own the university that they are like prof on. How many of you notice? The owners of universities hardly are professors. In fact, there was one man in Nigeria, Folawiyo is his name. He never went to school, this man. They had to make him the chancellor of LASU, despite that he didn't go to school. When he arrived like this, in fact, they had to move a particular convocation to Federal Palace Hotel at his request, because he's the chancellor. He didn't go to school, but he's the chancellor. And he was eventually given a PhD. Now, you that you read all the book, when last did they remember to give you a PhD? Right? He didn't go to school, but he got the money. They dashed him the PhD. So, you don't go to school to be rich because they don't teach how to be rich there. If they do, the professors will be richer than everybody else. Professors will have been the richest man in the world. It's not coincidence that most rich people had to even drop out of school. Because they just at some point realized that what these professors are teaching ain't going to make me rich. And if I continue to listen to these professors, I'll be as poor as the professors themselves. So, hey, wake up. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. So, number 3, hold the land for as long as you can and only sell half of it when you're ready to sell. Because you can use the money from half of the land to build the remaining half. So, story. Everybody type story. Once upon a time. Come on, guys, engage me, right? I love when you engage me. Story. Come on. Everybody say story. Once upon a time. Everybody say time. By the way, this is a book. It's called The Billionaire Land Banker. All these things I'm teaching you is a book. And it's called The Billionaire Land Banker. So you can pre-order this book. I'm going to be sharing more to you guys about this book from tomorrow. The Billionaire Land Banker. Now, story. Once upon a time, there was this man. He works with Chevron Petroleum in Nigeria. And as a worker of an oil and gas company, they have what we call a cooperative society. And the cooperative society got a particular land in a bush. In fact, this land was so marshy. They took canoe, they paddled canoe to show him the portion they were going to sell for him, the cooperative. And then the cooperative shared a vision that in future they're going to fence the land round. They're going to do infrastructure. They mentioned a particular big construction company they were going to engage. But this land was all water. They paddled canoe to go and see this land. And as at that time, they told the man to pay a huge amount. It was 12 million naira as at that time. So the man decided to pay. And he even paid in installment because he's a member of cooperative. 15 years later, everybody say 15 years later. What this man paid 12 million for, 12 million, eventually I, Stephen Akitayo, was the one that came to sell the land for him because they engaged me to get a buyer for 220 million. Everybody say from 12 million to 220 million. Come on, everybody type it. From 12 million to 220 million. 15 years later. Come on, everybody type it. From 12 million to 220 million. 15 years later. And hear the man's story. He said, Dr. Stephen, my biggest regret was I only bought a plot. He only bought a plot. That's his biggest regret. And this is what I'm teaching you the same. Right? If the man has done what I'm teaching you right now, if he had bought an acre, right? That's 6 units. If you had bought an acre, 6 units of it, isn't it? Now, imagine, remember he bought it 12 million, right? If we do 12 million, and remember they gave him opportunity to pay installment. So if you had bought it for 12 million and he decided to do 6 units, right? Minimum of 6 units, he could have even done more than that. He could have done 24. He could have done 100 units, 100 plots. That would have been 72 million. He would have still paid in installment, right? Now, 15 years later, hear this story. If all he did was to sell 3 of that unit at 220 million, CO, 220 million, multiplied by what? 3. Ladies and gentlemen, he will have raised 660 million. Right? Now, how many of you agree with me that this 660 million will have built the remaining 3 plots, build massive houses? If you agree, type I agree. And those houses that he will now build on the 3 plots will have now been valued at 5 billion minimum by the time he was done completing the houses. If you agree, type I agree. Because by the time the remaining 3 plots, he will have used the money he used to sell, that's 660 million, start construction. He will probably build minimum of 10 units of 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom on the remaining 3 plots. Right? By the time he will have been done building that 10 units, when they bring valuers to value the land and that 10 units he will have used the 660 million to build, the value will have been over 5 billion. This is how you get over 1000% return on investment. And this is how you become rich, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you can see the money? If you can see the money, type I can see it. I can see it. If you can see the money, type I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Talk to me, guys. Type I can see it. Type I can see the money. Right? Remember, share this video as many times as you can. 10 times minimum. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Hit the share button. Just share, share, share. Just share and get as many people to come watch and learn. Share. Hit the share button. Right? Hit the share button. So, number 4. Build cash producing real estate on the remaining half. So, what are we saying here, number 4? Now, you can sell half of the land. That's number 3. We say you should sell half of it when you are ready to sell, so that you can raise capital to build on the remaining half. So, let's use the same story of this man that I told you about. Now, when he built 10 units on the remaining 3 plots, and by the way, if you have good architects and you have good mentorship, you can build 10 units of 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom on a 3-plot land. You can do that, right? And they will still have car park. There are designs that will help you with that. So the first floor will be car park, and then the houses will start from the 2nd floor and 3rd floor, right? So if you have done this, now hear the story. This man will have had, right, 10 units of properties producing cash. Let's assume, it depends on which area in Lagos, right? But by the time he's done, by the way, if we use this man's story, the cost of renting a 3-bedroom in the location right now is 10 million naira in that location. So imagine he's getting 10 million times 10, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this man will be earning 100 million naira every year. And you know the story of this. You know the funniest thing about this man's story. As at the time I was helping him to sell this 1 plot, he had retired and his source of income was cut off. He has exhausted all his gratuities, all his retirement money. He has finished it. The only asset he had was that one plot. So if he had gotten 6 plots instead of 1, do you see now? He would have been earning 100 million every year. And except you're a waster, there's no mortal man who will not live a comfortable life. Even with the devaluation of Nigerian naira, there's no mortal man that will not live a comfortable life with 100 million every year. And it's cash flow. You know, the money just keep coming. That's cash flow. Just keep coming. And that's why number 4, you know, build cash producing real estate asset on the remaining half of the land. Build cash producing real estate asset. Right? So that regularly something is coming in. You're making something. Right? You're making something. And this is how to build wealth. And this is how to be rich. Ladies and gentlemen, rich people always invest in cash producing assets. In fact, let me tell you this. Billionaires, and I want everybody to write this down. Most billionaires, okay, do not own the house they live until they have cash producing real estate asset. I'll show you an example. How many of you are aware Elon Musk does not own the house where he lives? If you know, type I know. Let me ask that question again. How many of you are aware that Elon Musk does not own the house that he lives here on earth? How many of you know this? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. If you know, type I know. He lives in a good house, by the way. Beautiful house, awesome house, but he did not own it. He did not buy it. He rented it. It's a lease. Right? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. Right? Where he lives is a lease. He refused to own it. Right? But can I shock you? Can I shock you? The same guy that refused to own, okay, where he lives. I will show you one of his factory, but let me even show you one shocking one. Let me hope I saved it. I hope I have the image here. I will show you very soon. This will shock many of you, right? And when I say shock, it will shock you to the bones. It will shock you to the bones. So now Elon Musk now has hotel in Mars. The same guy, he owns hotel in Mars. Okay? Here, see the hotel. He's the owner of this hotel in Mars, not on Earth. He's the owner. Who can guess how much per night in this particular hotel built by Elon Musk? Right? $5 million per night. Per night. The man that refused to own his own house here on Earth, then built a hotel for you guys who are going on vacation in Mars. Okay? And you pay him $5 million to spend a night. What a crazy guy. And he's not the only one. I will show you another one. So that you get, because many of you, the mindset that you have, okay? The mindset that you have is why you're poor. Okay? It's the mindset, oh, I want to build my house. I want to build my own house. My own house. And sometimes I just say, you don't even understand. Your house is not an asset. It's a liability. Ladies and gentlemen, I will show you just one of Elon Musk's factories. The same man that refused to own the house he lives. Here, see one of his factories. See how big the land is. Okay, I'm not sure if I can zoom this very well. All this entire place. This is one of Elon Musk's factory in Canada. He has in Germany. He has in China. He has in California. he has in Texas. The man that does not own the house he lives in. Oh. Right? You know why? Who can tell me why? Can anybody tell me why? Why will this happen? Why will Elon Musk do this? I want everybody, let me know whether you guys are a good student here. Why will Elon Musk not own the house he lives in and yet be building crazy factories all over the world, okay, for his company? I mean, who does that? Right? By the way, rich people do that. Billionaires do that. That's the way they live their life. They are crazy people. They don't think like you. That's why they are richer. But I want to ask you, why do you think they do that? Right? I do that as well. Why do you think we do that? Why do you think we do that? Anybody? Okay? Somebody says, because of real estate tax. Well, that's one of it. But because this factory is producing cash, Elon Musk's house does not produce cash. That's why. It's not just about tax. This factory brings more money every day for Elon Musk. Okay? The house Elon Musk lives in does not bring money. Do you get it now? Does it make sense? It's not just so to avoid tax. No. The house he lives in is a liability. So it's better that he pays lease. Okay? Because if he owns the house, he will pay tax, he will maintain the house, and it's heavy maintenance once he owns. And once he owns the land, the house, all the maintenance, all the taxes is transferred to him. But if he's leasing the house, all those liabilities not on his head. Right? So he would rather put all his money on cash producing real estate assets. I hope you are learning now. Cash producing real estate asset. The factory is a cash producing real estate asset. Okay? The house he lives in is not producing any cash, except that he lives there. Okay. You guys should pay. You should pay. This thing shouldn't be free. Even me, I'm saying it now. We're going to stop this. This is too much. I'm giving you guys too much free content. Too much free content, ladies and gentlemen. Too much free content, okay? I know it. I know I'm giving you too much. Numbers 5. Okay, everybody, if you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Remember to share this video at least 10 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Share. I want more people to watch. I want more people to learn. I'm always joyful when what I'm teaching, a lot more people are watching and are learning. Okay? So share. If you don't want me to stop teaching this, share and get crowd in here. So number 5, use the awesome design to sell off plan. So come up with a good design, okay, for the mini estate. Very good design. Very good design. Very good design. Okay? Something where when people see, they want to own a piece of it. And then tell them, hey, as you pay me, I build. Okay? I don't always subscribe, except you live in the UK, in the US, here in Dubai as well. I don't always advise that if you live in Africa, you use loan to build your mini estate. Because the banks in Africa do not support that. So what you want to do is craft a good design and show people, right? Hey, you know what? As you pay, I build. Let me share this with you. A good design will attract more profit, right, than a poor design. You can make 200% extra, okay, just because of the design. 200% extra, just because of the design. Okay, just because of the concept of the mini estate, right? You can make 200% extra. I mean, look at how much, Emma sold Burj Khalifa. They sold this place for crazy money. So I made an inquiry they have a corporate office here as well. So I was considering moving my office to Burj Khalifa since I live here now. I always love, even my current office right now in Dubai, still about 7 minutes from Burj Khalifa, right? I love, but I even love when it's stone throw, when I can just walk to my office. So I made that inquiry, and one of the ones I was shown, the entire floor, is 30 million dirhams. That's, I mean, if you put other bills, that's about $10 million to own an entire floor for your office here at Burj Khalifa, right? But the lesson here is that the same size of office building, same size, opposite Burj Khalifa, would probably even go for $2 million. You see now? But just because of the design of Burj Khalifa, okay, it is worth $8 million more, just based on design. So the design of your mini estate is big, is the secret of you being able to earn a lot. Why do you think a lot of people, you think I don't know that GTEx land costs more than other competitors? Yes, they do. But why do you think people still buy us? And they are buying us well, right? You know why they buy? Because they know that GTEx design is better than the other competitors. They know that. So they've looked at it and say, hey, I'm better off with a GTEx property, right? I'm way better off, okay? Because the design GTEx has come up with, I will make more money in the future than these current designs. So I'd rather go for a GTEx one because I'll make more money. So people are smart. People understand the concept. So they would rather pay more. They would rather go for GTEx. So your design will help you make more money. Way more money. So be smart enough to always come up with a good design. It will cost you money to come up with a good design, but you make more money back. Number 6. Okay, number 6. Remember, share this video, guys. Share. Number 6. Okay, make more money from facility management. You will make more money from facility management. Now, a lot of times, the advantage of being owner of a mini estate is that you are in charge of the facility management, and there are more money to make from facility management even than from building the house and selling it, right? You've been able to provide the electricity for them, running water, day-to-day, basic amenities for the people who are investing in your properties, right? Because at some point you will sell all the units. Let's say you build 20 units on that 1 acre, 30 units on that 1 acre. At some point you sell everything. But you will make a lot more money from the facility management. Okay, so you want to make sure you start learning about facility management and you have a plan to manage the facilities of your mini estate, because that becomes the cash cow into the future, right? And that can be a cash cow forever. Even your children will still be earning from the resources, the profits they make from the facility management. I hope you're learning. Number 7, craft a unique real estate brand with your mentor. Number 7, craft a unique real estate brand with your mentor. So if you want to make 1,000% in less than 5 years in your mini estate, craft a unique real estate brand with your mentor. So what's my unique real estate brand? I only deal with green and smart homes, right? Conserve energy, the atmosphere is better, people live healthy in a green and a smart home. It's automated, right? And so on and so forth. So those are the things when it comes to green and smart homes, right? And that's a big one. Very big, very important, very massive. Okay? So with you don't need to be green and smart. You can go into luxury, right? And sit down with your mentor and break down the concept. There are areas. It could be mass housing. It could be affordable housing. It could be luxury housing. It could be smart housing. It could be green housing. It could be green and smart. It could be affordable but luxurious. It could be skyscrapers. It could be villas, right? We call it, duplex in Africa. You need to craft like a unique brand so that when we remember your mini estate, we say, oh, Okiki is the expert in this type of, houses, right? Not just that you're doing what everybody else is doing. Now, it may take a while. We, for example, at GTEx, we're trying to build estates with golf course, with polo club, it will take a while. We don't even have all the money to do those things, right? But we have designed the vision. We've crafted the vision. We're building our name on that. We're building our brand on that. Okay? And we are not stopping, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't stopping. Everybody say we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. I don't give up, guys. I don't. Once I have my dreams, my vision, I keep pushing and pushing and pushing till I get to my destination. So, who is excited about today's training? If you're excited, type I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Talk to me, guys. If you're excited, if you've learned something great today, if you got value, type I got value, type I'm excited. Come on, show me some love. I didn't charge you for this. Right? So show some love, show some love, show some love. Okay? Show some love. Right? Show some love. Show some love. Yes, we ain't stopping, guys. We ain't stopping. We'll keep at it. Once the vision is clear, visions don't die. Okay? Visions don't die. And that's one of the powerful things I want you to know. That's why you must craft a good brand and a good vision for your business. Visions don't die. It may take a while, but they don't die. Visions don't die. Keep at it. But make sure the vision is clear from day one. Because visions don't die. Make sure the vision is clear from day one. Never let money blind you from seeing well. Never let not having money blind you from having a good vision. Oh, come on. That's a good quote from me. Okay, that's a good quote from me. Okay? Never let not having money now blind you from a great vision of tomorrow. Oh Lord, flesh and blood did not reveal this to me. I'm good, man. I'm good. That's a quote. Never do that. Never do that. Never let that happen to you. A lot of people let it happen to them. Okay? They let it happen to them. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, know where you're going. Make sure the vision is clear. Keep at it. It will speak. I want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you for being part of today's show. I want to thank you all for learning. I hope you got value. I love you guys. I want to thank you for listening. God bless you. And good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.